just recorded a couple of live broadcasts, which hopefully you can pick up if you go to the live video section on this channel. Very busy along the streets here. Bumped into a number of people after the vote, and a lot of people working in Right to Life, and they have done such good work. They've done such good work in the lead up to this vote, and the bishops conference have been in touch with the Canadian bishops conference to we've got for our American viewers, there's the guys peddling one of those things. So just leaving Parliament now after that depressing result, and was speaking with the people who are working at Right to Life in the lead up to this vote. They were doing such good work, and they're going to continue to work, before it gets to the third reading, perhaps bring in so many amendments that it is pushed back and back. It does seem likely that it will pass. I've got myself caught up in a group of school children here. It's very busy on the streets outside Westminster Abbey. And them and many other organisations who are against the bill are going to continue to step up their efforts to try and ensure it doesn't pass. But today was definitely a dark day and not the result we had hoped and prayed for. But of course, God knows all things. The battle is already won. We mustn't lose hope. It's a call on us, as Jenny from the Pain Management Clinic said, to not be lukewarm, to really step up as Christians in our actions, with our voices, share the gospel. But it's a very dark day here outside Westminster, where the MPs have voted in favour of pushing the bill on assisted suicide forward to the next stage. It's not over yet. Right to Life and other organisations are going to do all they can to try and prevent it from passing into legislation. But the fight is really on. There's not much more to say other than thank you for your prayers. Please continue to pray. We don't know when the third reading will be of the bill. It will be certainly some months from now, and we just have to continue to do all we can in the meantime. But it was a shock. It was a shock to see so many votes in favour. The Ayes won by 55 votes, I think, and we were told it was on the wire. So it is a shocking result. And certainly not the one we had all hoped for and prayed for. But we continue to pray and to do all we can. And there are so many good people who are doing that. There are so many good people who are working hard. There were two girls I met from the Bishops' Conference who work at the Bishops' Conference, and they said that they have been in touch with the Canadian Bishops' Conference, and they have been helping them by furnishing them with information that they know from being ahead of us in this regard, and they will continue to help them in the fight and the battle before the final vote on this, because they've learned from their experience over there in Canada. So our bishops are in touch with the Canadian bishops, and we hope that continues to give them more ammunition for the cause to be able to defeat this finally, this horrible bill. But anyway, that's it for today from outside Parliament. It's a dark day, and I just wanted to update those of you who are interested to know how it's gone. Lots of good people doing good things, but unfortunately it did pass through the vote for assisted suicide, and I just don't think people know what they've done. It's a case of Father, forgive them, they know not what they've done. So we'll continue to pray and to hope. Thank you if you've joined me on any of the live broadcasts today. Thank you for being with me with Catholic Unscripted. No doubt I'll meet with Mark and Gavin in the coming days to kind of debrief and talk through the implications of this and look at the bigger picture. But of course the thing is, this is a spiritual battle. We're in spiritual warfare, and that's what we're dealing with. And it's demonic, you know, and the voices, there wasn't a huge group of protesters for this morning, but then they started to come throughout the morning, and some of them came over to those who were rallying against the bill. And it was, you know, once you got into the conversation, you could see how demonic it is, what you're dealing with. Those for the bill started off being quite reasonable, and then when pushed, acknowledged that essentially they don't think the disabled have much, you know, they don't see the value in the life of the disabled. They don't see value, they look at quality of life and not value of life. And the comments they were making were so demonic, they were so dark, and you think this is people really revealing, you know, their tell, like what they're about. So that is what we're dealing with. So it's a spiritual battle, and we keep going. We keep going. So thank you everybody, and I'll be back with Mark and Gavin in the coming days to talk it through. And do email, as always, Catholic Unscripted. It's not that. I'm really stunned by this result actually, and you know, what can we do? But there are a couple of young women who said, it makes me want to move to another country, and I don't know whether I want to have kids. And you think, well, the thing is, that can't be the attitude, because no matter where you move to, there are no political solutions here. This is a spiritual war. There is no escape from it, except in Christ. So we have to draw ever closer to Him, to the truth, raise our children, keep them close to God. And that's really the main thing. If anything, it's shaken us from our slumber. This should shake us from our slumber and from our from any lukewarmness that we've had as Christians, to not be afraid to have courage and to speak up and to act. But yes, where evil exists, grace will abound even more. That's exactly right. If we can get into our local hospices, if we can volunteer our time, if we can extend a hand, a human hand, to someone in need, we can still do all of that. No matter the outcome of this vote, it's within our will how we treat our fellow human beings, how we reach out to them, how we let them know that they are not abandoned and not neglected. It's not easy, but this should shake us to do more than we might otherwise have done. Anyway, for now, thank you, and God bless you all. And we'll be back with you for the usual broadcasts soon. But this is me from outside Parliament in London, where today this historic second reading of the bill has gone through, with MPs voting in favour to bring in assisted suicide. So it's a very dark day.